Welcome to our 30-minute prenatal HIIT boot camp. I'm Rebecca Gahan with Kick at 55 Fitness and mom of 3 kids. Today you will need a pair of dumbbells for both upper and lower body and an elevated platform so that you're not lying flat when you're doing planks, push-ups, and burpees. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on push notifications so you know every time one of our prenatal boot camps post. Let's get started with skaters. So we're gonna laterally jump each way. Whew. To the left, to the right, to the left. If you don't want to jump, you can curtsy squat. We're getting nice and warmed up, and we'll start talking about what you can and can't do once you find out that you are with child. I know that sounds very old school. Okay, in 10 seconds, we're going to butt kickers. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm sure most of you who follow me know that I am the mom of 3 kids. Currently, their ages are 19, 15, and almost 13. When I was pregnant, there was nothing like this. I didn't know what to do. I gained a lot of weight. First child, 50 pounds. Second, 70. Third, I stopped weighing in at 60-something pounds, but I'm pretty sure I got close to 75, 80. I know, squat jacks with a touchdown. You can also walk this out, in. And that's when I decided I needed to help other women so that they didn't have to go through extreme weight gain while they were pregnant and didn't have to worry about every single thing that they did. I wanted to become an expert in prenatal, postpartum exercise, which I am. Okay, skaters. So, you found out you're pregnant. You've taken a home pregnancy test. You've called the doctor. I'm pregnant. It's my first baby. I don't know what to do. And then they'll say, well, just keep doing what you're doing most of the time and make an appointment for 8 weeks and we'll do an ultrasound. So now you've got 4 weeks not knowing what to do, having very little guidance, and that's where I come in. So the first thing I'll tell you is ask your doctor if we have any restrictions. Based on your medical history, they might give you some restrictions. Most of the time, odds are no. If you have no restrictions, the overall rule is do anything that you were doing prior to becoming pregnant while pregnant. So if you engaged in boot camp while pregnant or before being pregnant, you can now do that while pregnant. Just have some modifications, which we'll talk about. But if you've never engaged in high intensity interval training, nor engaged in our kick boot camps, now's not the time. But if, again, you're somebody who's been running a lot, doing a lot of cardio, find out you're pregnant, then this is the perfect workout for you. Is it safe to work out while pregnant? You can't afford to not work out while pregnant. You need to keep your body sound and strong because if you're not building muscle and working out in a controlled environment, we're starting one more time, guys. Skaters. Then it's in those moments where you're not expecting an unforeseen force coming at you that you will get injured. So let me explain. We work a lot on strengthening our lower body, our back, even our core during these workouts. Again, very controlled. You're watching every way that your body's moving. So the goal is to not get injured during this workout. But then, because you're making yourself strong in a controlled environment, when you go to the grocery store and you're putting groceries in the car and you bend down to pick up something on the lower part of the cart, you're not going to strain your back, or even if you strain it, it won't be as severe because your back is strong, because you've been building it throughout these classes. Or you're painting the nursery and you turn, twist your knee slightly. Well, maybe if you hadn't been doing these workouts, you would have a torn ligament, but now it's just a slight strain. Again, we are building a foundation, making you stronger in these workouts so that you can avoid injury outside of here. All right, squat jacks with the touchdown, and then we'll take a break. That's right, I said break. You are pregnant. You are pumping more blood through your body. You are now responsible for 2 lives, yours and your unborn child. You need more breaks. 15 seconds, and then we break. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warm up complete. Get some water. You need to stay hydrated. So it used to be that they would tell you, do not work out while pregnant and get your heart rate above 140 beats per minute. Not sure anymore. You have to go along with the perceived rate of exertion chart. So 1 through 10, 10 being the most exertion, 1 being the least. Don't exceed a 7. So what that means is I can talk, I can hold a conversation, but I'm breathy. But not so breathy that I can't have a conversation with you. That is the rule. All right, we're gonna grab our dumbbells, or you can grab a single dumbbell. We're gonna squat and reverse lunge only with the right leg on this set. So we squat down, reverse lunge right. I'll show you from the side. Squat, knees are tracking over your ankles, reverse lunge. I want you to try and keep your legs steady, not jostle them too much. So let's talk about the first trimester. You're feeling great, weeks 4 through 7, and then all of a sudden, nausea hits you like a wave, like a tsunami. Do you force yourself to work out despite having all this nausea? No. You rest, you listen to your body. It's a very short period of time, but you don't want to fight your body. During the first trimester, your body is working harder than it will the entire pregnancy. Building all of the organs, all the systems of your unborn child. Thus, your hormone levels are super high. Don't fight against them. Work with them. Take a break. We'll pick it back up once you feel better. Next up, burpees. Now, if you follow my videos, you know that if you're feeling a pulling in the center of your abdomen, we need to do a burpee, a plank on an incline. Since I don't feel that because I'm not pregnant, I'm gonna do them flat on the ground. But I want you to do these on an incline if you're feeling any sort of pulling at all. So if you're right here and you feel pulling, switch to an incline. We'll discuss why shortly. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right arm only, Arnold press ups. So we're gonna take our right arm, palm facing you, rotate it out, press it up. Back to goalpost, back in. We're gonna talk about engaging your core here as we do this unilateral exercise. So between our belly button and our rib cage, we're gonna contract right here. Pelvic tilt in. So this is arch, pelvic tilt, contract that core so that you can lift up. Whew. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pick up your second dumbbell. We're now going squat, reverse lunge on the left side. Squat, only on the left side. So going back, rewinding the first trimester. You're nauseated, week 7 through 14. I'm so sorry, but you will get through it. Rest, do what you absolutely have to do, like going to work. And once you feel better, we'll start exercising again. And if you're one of those rare individuals who doesn't get morning sickness, I'm so jealous because I had severe morning sickness. Be grateful and enjoy your workouts. 15 seconds, then we go to burpees. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Burpees, remember, If you're feeling a pulling in your midsection, when you go into the plank, go to an incline. Whew. Burpee. Plank it out. Either jump up or just stand up. 20 seconds. Then we have single arm Arnold press-ups, left side only. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you've gotten through the first trimester. By the way, left arm Arnold press-ups. You're feeling a lot better. You have a little tiny pouch in your front, but nobody really knows that you're pregnant. So, can you return to normal? Continue to do boot camp? Absolutely. Do you have to reduce your weight? Yes and no. If you're doing this exercise and you're feeling a twinge in your neck, your rear delts, then that means you need to reduce the weight. But if not, as long as you are lifting along a continuum of what you did prior to being pregnant, you don't need to reduce your weight. The whole point is you don't want to start shocking the body while you're pregnant. But if you are somebody that lifted semi-heavy pre-pregnancy, you can continue to do so, but listen to your body while pregnant. Okay, we're starting again. We have a squat, right lunge. We're alternating. Squat, left lunge. Squat, right lunge. You've got it. Squat, left lunge. We're going to be here for a full minute, alternating between the two legs. "45 seconds. You've got it. Shoulders back, chest out. Lunge back as far as you can. So we right leg reverse lunge. Squat in the middle. Left leg. Less than 30 seconds. Then we go to burpees. 20 seconds. 15. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get one more in. And 1. Nice job. Okay, we've got burpees. So we've talked about now what to do in the first trimester. Why you should continue to work out while you're pregnant, and that you are helping to avoid injury versus causing injury. And we've discussed whether you should be lifting lighter while pregnant. Let's talk about jumping and lifting overhead in a minute. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get one more in. And 1. We're going to do 30 seconds on the right. Arnold press-ups. 30 seconds on the left. Arnold press-ups. Here we go. So, jumping. Some women carry very much stomach-centric. I'm one of those people. So very early on, if I were jumping, I would feel the full weight of the baby pounding into my pelvic region. So as a result, I had to pretty much stop jumping right away. Not that I was doing much during my pregnancy, thus the extreme weight gain. Switch arms. But if you're taller, if you carry more elongated, you're just one of those people that just really carries kind of small, you might be able to jump for the majority of pregnancy, if not for all of it. If at any point though, you feel pelvic pressure, you stop. So you're doing tuck jumps, high knees, you feel pressure in the pelvic region, you stop, elevate your legs, get some water, rest, contact your physician. Not because I think anything's wrong, but it's always a good idea to just check in and say, hey, this is what's going on. I'm in week 30, I feel pelvic pressure. They might say come in, so be it. Okay, so again, if you're doing, you should take a break now. If you're doing tuck jumps, you feel pelvic pressure, When you continue working out again, maybe not that day, another day, do high knees. If you're doing high knees, you feel pelvic pressure, we switch to marching in place. So it's all about how you carry and how the baby is hitting that pelvic region. Okay, we're going to circuit 2. We have a squat with a lateral lunge, right side only. So we're gonna squat. Now we're gonna step out, lateral lunge, bringing both feet, or bringing both dumbbells on either side of the foot. Squat, right side lateral lunge. Lifting weights overhead. So again, it used to be back when I had my first in 2003, they said, don't lift weights over your head. It's dangerous. Don't do a squat with a press up, like this. So the reality is, it has nothing to do with harming the baby. It's all about your body mechanics are changing. You are increasing your production of relaxin, the hormone that helps you to produce breast milk. As a result, you're a lot more flexible and possibly prone to more injury. So lifting weights overhead can potentially cause an injury. Does that mean you don't do it? No. It means you listen to your body. If you feel twinges when you lift overhead, then you say, okay, now's the time to stop. But again, some women never feel that. So there's no need to avoid an exercise that might never have a negative impact on you. We're gonna hinge at the hips now, reverse flies. So we're gonna take the dumbbells, bring them out semi-straight. So from the back, it looks like this. I'm gonna come forward in a full circle. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm putting the weights down, and we're going to a right side only forward lunge, 1 total minute. Shoulders back, chest out, pelvic tilt. So let's talk about that core. Do you need to do core specific exercises while pregnant? Yes and no. There's a whole slew of videos out there. I also have 2 pregnancy discussions on your core. But the reality is you can work out that core in every exercise you do that isn't core specific. Again, take the pelvis, don't arch, tilt it in, contract between your belly button and your pelvic bone. That is a great core contraction, great core exercise. You can do that while you're sitting at work, while you're watching television, or while you're doing forward lunges. In 20 seconds, we're going back to the squat lateral lunge, but on the left side. 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So now we're going to do a squat, lateral lunge. Whew. Here we go. Squat, lateral lunge. So let's talk about why do you have to go on an incline if you feel a pelvic pull or a pull in your rectus abdominal area. So that's the center of your abdomen right here. So as your belly's growing, everything's pushing out against your abdominal wall. Based on how you carry, if you continue to go straight down into a plank, into a burpee, you don't elevate on a platform like the one I have here, you potentially put yourself at risk that when you are done being pregnant, postpartum, when the abdomen wall grows back together, there can potentially be a separation because you put undue force on that abdominal wall in the middle. That separation, if it exceeds 2 centimeters in diameter, is called a diastasis. So to avoid a diastasis, which is separation of the abdominal wall, rectus abdominal wall, reverse flies, guys, that exceeds 2 centimeters, we go into an incline plank, incline push-up, incline burpee as our belly starts to grow. If you are somebody who never feels that pull, then you can continue to do the burpees, the push-ups, the planks flat. But I will say, most women at some point have to go in an incline. 10 seconds. Then we're going to a left side forward lunge, 60 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. So we can put the weights down, all body weight. Left side. Full 60 seconds. So we've covered now, first trimester, what to do right away, what to do if you feel a lot of nausea, second trimester, lifting overhead. Also, what your perceived rate of exertion should be. Can you lift heavy weights? Should you plank? Let's return to the core. Are there certain core exercises you should avoid? Yes, there are. And I'll tell you in a moment. We have about 20 seconds remaining here. You don't want to go into a supine position where you bring your feet and your torso to meet. This is called a cone position. So we're avoiding the cone position while pregnant. We don't want to contract the core that way for many reasons. It can cause cramping. Whew. It also can potentially push your abdominal wall out a little bit, and especially postpartum can make you a little poochy. We don't want poochy. So you don't want to be in a cone position. See, this is cone position. Bringing my knees into my chest, we don't want that. Okay, we're now going to, I'm going to move this. We have alternating squats with a side lunge, and we're going to do this for a full minute. So this is our third and final set. I'm going to squat, step out to the right, squat, step out to the left, squat, step out to the right, squat, step out to the left. You've got it. Doing a great job. Thirty seconds. Seconds, then we go to reverse flies. 15. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hinging at the hips now. 30 seconds reverse flies. We're going to talk about the third trimester when we get to our third circuit. We're also going to talk a little bit about postpartum. 10 seconds. And then we're going to do 60 seconds of alternating forward lunges. You can do these without weights or with weights. I'm going to do this third set with weights. So 1 total minute, right leg forward lunge. Stand back up, left leg. Whew. By the way, we have a Tabata on deck. I know, it's gonna be fun. We're here for 60 total seconds in these alternating forward lunges. Then we'll take a water break, and then we'll go to a Tabata of 3 exercises. 30 seconds here. Twenty seconds. Stepping forward. 15. Try not to jostle. 10 seconds. Then we put the weights down, or just forget the weights because you didn't have any, and get some water. Push off that front foot, and done. Nice job. So in our next circuit, we have squats with a single arm hammer curl. Whew. Push-ups, which is why I'm getting my elevated platform so you can see what you need to do. And then we have high knees. So we have 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. All right, get your weights. So we're gonna alternate between the right and the left when we hammer curl. So we'll squat down, hammer curl right. Squat down, hammer curl left. We're starting in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds. We sit back, we squat, we hammer curl. You've got it. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let me get one more in. 1. If you need that elevated platform for push-ups, get ready for it, okay? If not, do them on the ground. Just pay attention. Let's go. 2. The midsection of your core. Do you feel any pulling? We have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 10-second pause. We're going to high knees. And again, if you're feeling any sort of pelvic pressure, we switch to marching. Let's go. So it's your 3rd trimester. You've been lying on the ground. You've been jumping, but all of a sudden you're feeling really huge. So when you lie on the ground, and it might have happened in your 2nd trimester, you're feeling, whew, and done. You're feeling like you can't breathe. And that's because the baby's so big now, you're pressing into your vena cava, this impeding your breathing. All right, let's squat, hammer curl. So at a certain point, you will need to elevate your head when you lie face down, or no, sorry, face up. You shouldn't lie face down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to push-ups. Whew. Getting down. 4, or getting on an incline. But as you get bigger, again, listen to your body. You might need more breaks as you get bigger. That's okay. Do you have to start working out in the 3rd trimester? If your doctor says you're okay, you can continue. The benefits are reduced time in labor. Ooh, I know, faster recovery. Whew. Less of a chance of having postpartum depression, or it minimizes postpartum depression. High knees. Studies have shown that women who work out throughout pregnancy have smarter babies. It's true. But honestly, the biggest asset is making you feel good, making you feel strong, and really, honestly, reducing your time in labor, I mean, so beneficial. I have so many first-time moms who work out with me up until days before they deliver, and they'll tell me how the hospital staff was so impressed because they pushed for less than an hour, sometimes less than half an hour with a first baby, which is unheard of. 4, 3, let's get one more each side. 2, and 1. By the way, this is our 3rd set of 4. We're going down for push-ups or in the incline. Let's go. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to high knees. When can you work out postpartum? 6 weeks. That's the standard answer. If you didn't have a C-section, if you didn't have any complications, you go to your doctor, 6 weeks postpartum, you start exercising again. I'm hearing these days a lot of doctors clearing women at 4 weeks, some even at 2. I definitely don't advocate 2. And 4, I mean, if your doctor says it's okay, here's my stance on it. Even if you get cleared at 4, if you're not feeling up to it, wait until 6. Here's why. Those 2 extra weeks are not going to kill you, but they will give you a much better chance of succeeding as you work out postpartum and avoiding any sort of infection postpartum. Because although 2 weeks might sound like an eternity, that might be the difference between you developing an infection and not. And if you develop an infection, now you're delayed months, not weeks. And if you have any sort of bleeding, you stop. 3, 2, 1. This is our last set of this circuit and the entire workout, and then we'll stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1, push-ups. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10-second pause. We go to high knees and then we're stretching. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. If you have other questions, please send us a comment below. Send us a message. Email us at info@kickat55.com. That's KICKAT, the actual letter A, letter T, 55.com. We are done. Quick stretch. Whew. Take your right arm overhead. If you need to pause me before you stretch, that's fine. But I'm running out of time. I've got 3 kids to pick up. Whew. Actually 2. One's in college. Okay. Whew. Okay, bring your arm across. Let's laterally lunge to the left. Elbows inside the knees. Let the pelvis kind of swing side to side. To the right. Okay. Now, cradle your arms, holding your right elbow in your left hand and vice versa. And just swing side to side. Come up, neck to the right, to the left. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and we are done. Thank you so much for joining our 30-minute prenatal HIIT. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on push notifications so you know every time one of these boot camps posts. And if you have any feedback for us, leave it below. If you love the workout, give us a thumbs up. And remember, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on push notifications so you know when our next workout posts.